What's up guys, I'm back like I never left. In this video we're going to be talking about the top stocks that are breaking out to the upside. I'm going to go over exactly what are the companies that can potentially be the next NIO. I'm also going to be doing a quick stock market recap and go over some important economic reports that we need to be watching out for tomorrow. I'm also going to do a quick update on Workhorse, and we have a new SPAC company that's going to be doing a reverse merger that is involved in electric vehicles. So I'm going to cover that company too. So make sure you stay tuned. Now let's get right into the video. Before we get into the video, I appreciate if you can hit the like button. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop it in the comment section below. So the first company that we're going to be talking about is going to be Kndi. So this company has been breaking out to the upside significantly. So I talked about this company a few weeks ago that it has the potential to double and go to the upside. The stock is definitely significantly making moves to the upside. So this is some of the vehicles that they have over here. This is the first model, which is going to be a 30X SUV, and they have a Kndi K23 SUV also, and they also have the Kndi K27. So the major news that the stock has been aggressively spiking to the upside is that the company has vehicles available in the US. Specifically, if you're living in Texas and the Garland area, you have the option to go there and get one of these vehicles available over there. And one of the news that made this stock to spike up significantly higher is that if you decide to buy this specific vehicle, you get a tax rebate of approximately $2,500 in Texas. So that is a massive news for this company, and they're only going to be allowing for the first 2,000 applicants to get this tax rebate. Another company that did similar thing to get a tax rebate is for people that bought Tesla stock. They've been getting tax benefits, so that was fantastic. But Kndi is also another company that is getting involved in this action, and it could potentially generate 35 to 55 million in sales just in Texas. So that is great news for the company, and the stock rallies significantly to the upside. So when you look at the price action for Kndi stock, today alone, it's up 20.51% to the upside. We've been talking about this company when it was about to break out over here, when it initially broke out $8, and it broke out and went to above $9, and then it significantly dropped over here. They announced their earnings reports, and right now it's recovering. So this company also, we talked about it in the past. Right around over here a few months ago, we had this massive rally over here. It went to $17. It went all the way down. And right now it seems like, people are getting involved in a lot of electric vehicle companies, and money started flowing back into these electric vehicle companies. There's a lot of money flowing into them. So that is really fantastic. One of the things that you want to be looking for is that when the overall stock market was trading lower a few days ago, even yesterday, the stocks that are rallying to the upsiders is EV companies. So you can see that, some of the people are some institutions are aggressively getting involved in this electric vehicle companies, because they see a huge potential for them for the future. Just like as we saw NIO rally significantly to the upside. NIO used to be a penny stock, at the beginning of the year. Now it's sitting at $45, and it's getting a lot of attention. So when you look at NIO stock, it had a down day today, minus 3.28% of the downside. It was lower throughout the day. It went all the way to, $43. And one of the things that you want to be looking out for is if there is going to be a continuation with the downside. Of course, they had phenomenal earnings report yesterday, but that did not guarantee that the stock is going to go up. We talked about it in detail about that. But one of the important things that you want to understand is that there has been a lot of aggressive buying that's been going on in this company. And right now we have major banks like Bank of America, Citigroup, they're coming out, based on their earnings reports that they saw, and they are raising their price targets. So Bank of America is saying that NIO stock could potentially be trading at $53. That is their new price target for this company. The analysts at Bank of America, JP Morgan also increased their price target significantly. So that is a great thing to see. After earnings reports, we expect this kind of increase in analyst reports, because they saw that, hey, this company definitely has potential. It's not just really a lot of FOMO chasers that are buying and making this stock significantly go higher. We got hedge funds, massive pensions in the US are aggressively getting involved in this company. So that's why even when the stock decides to sell off to the downside, you see that buyers are stepping in and buying the company when it gets lower, low 5%, 6% drop to the downside. It quickly gets bought back up. So that's a great sign when you're looking at, if you're somebody that's involved in this company for the long term. So the other company that we're going to be talking about, of course, is going to be Workhorse stock. Workhorse stock, we talked about it when it was trading below over here. It broke down with this resistance support area right around over here at $22. It went all the way to the support, close to $14 right around over here. So it was a great dip buying opportunity. And right now, it's breaking out of the price point right around over here, which is the resistance price point of 22, and it closed above that. So the next price target is going to potentially be $28, and we might expect the stock to break out of $30, of course, depending upon the USPS contracting that's going on right now. So definitely keep an eye on it. This is a great time, to get involved in it. It was around over here, but if you still want to chase it, if you still want to get involved in it right now, it's still a buy at this current price point. If it stays above $22, we still have a massive catalyst that can make the stock significantly go up. So definitely keep it in your watch list. And now let's talk about another company that's also been breaking out, which is going to be Archimoto. So Archimoto had a massive breakout over here. As you can see over here, it had like a triple top over here, right around like $8, right around over here too. So it broke out of that area. Right now is sitting at $9.44. We had a massive rally for the past 7 days. It's been trending higher multiple green days consistently, and eventually it broke out of right around over here. It's sitting above the $9.44 area. It's up 19.4% of the upside. This is also on the electric vehicle company that we talked about in the past too. But the important thing you want to be looking out for is exactly if it can stay above, is all these EV companies, if they can maintain some of the gains that they have over here for the next few days, for the next few weeks, we can potentially see another leg up moving forward when things settle down in the White House and some political shifts happen, if they possibly happens, So right now, really, there's been a lot of shift in this electric vehicle companies, a lot of aggressive buying going on, not only with more positive news coming for NIO stock, for Tesla being also included in the S&P 500. There's been a lot of aggressive buying going on. So if you're somebody that's invested in the majority of electric vehicle companies, they are hot right now. So even Blink, Blink, you talked about it, it's going up to the upside. Tesla, it's getting closer to the $500 area. That is the price prediction that we set after we heard about them being included in the S&P 500. It's edging closer to 500 right now. Today it was trading close to $490 before it had a slight pullback to the downside. But of course, price prediction for the short term, it could potentially make a new 52-week high above $500. So that is going to be the target. So if you want to get involved in any of these companies for the long term, that's fantastic. But if you got involved in them in the short term, right now, if you are a swing trader, that is going to be a great time to lock in at least profits, sell half and things like that if you want to play it safe. But for the long term, this company definitely have potential, for the long term. So the company is called Arrival. It's an EV bus maker that is a rival to Rivian. It's gone public via SPAC, So yesterday you guys mentioned in the comment section below. I appreciate it. And the stock went up today 24.2% of the upside. So I'm going to be making an additional video about this company in the future. But right now it has a significant rally to the upside today. So it's really great to see. We just have to wait. Usually when these SPAC announcements happen, they spike up. And we still have to wait for them for the next few days, how price action is going to be. So if you got involved in it, like even yesterday when this news came out, you're up significantly today, like 24.28%, So the news came out, I think after hours or before market open, I'm not sure, but it was a great opportunity to get involved in it yesterday. And you can be up like 24%, but right now it's up a lot. These SPAC companies, they usually just break out to the upside, they might pull back. And that is one of the things that we saw in the past, So if you want to chase it, if you want to buy it for the long term and things like that, of course, just get involved in it as soon as possible. But if you want to do more research and wait, these companies provide a pullback in the short term for you to get involved in it. So now let's talk about exactly what happened to the stock market today. The stock market was having a really relatively flat day today. Right before the market closed, the stock market decided to sell off to the downside. The major companies that we were watching out for, Microsoft, Apple, Facebook, Amazon, the energy sector that have been booming the past few days, pull back to the downside. We had a positive news that came out for Pfizer too today, that they said that their drug is actually 95% effective, So that is really great news to know that, because it was Moderna that said that they have 94%. Now Pfizer also updated that to 94%, So the overall stock market liked that. It was relatively flat. Boeing also had some great news. The past few days, the stock's been rallying to the upside. Today it relatively had a pullback to the downside. But We'll see how things unfold for the next few days, but right now, still COVID cases are rising a lot, so that's one of the important things to be watching out for. But since there's a lot of vaccine news, that positive vaccine news that's been coming out, it's really, the stock market is really digesting all of the negative news that's been coming out of the COVID-19 cases, So now let's talk about some important economic reports we need to be watching out for tomorrow. We have a lot of jobless claims numbers coming out. So at 8:30 a.m., we got the initial jobless claims. It's going to be for the period of November 5. The previous was 709,000. The forecast is 710,000. 8:30 a.m. we got the initial jobless claims for the total NSA. It's going to be for the period of November 14. The previous was 1.02 million. At 8:30 a.m. we got the continuous jobless claims state program essay. It's going to be for the period of November 7. The previous is 6.79 million. At 8:30 a.m. we got the continuous jobless claims. It's going to be for the total NSA. The previous was now 21.16 million. It's going to be for the period of October 31st. And at 8:30 a.m. we got the Phil Fed index is going to be for November, and the previous was 32.3. And at 10 a.m. we got the existing home sales. It's going to be SAAR. It's going to be for the period of October. The previous was 6.54 million, and the forecast is 6.5 million. Also at 10 a.m. we got the index of leading economic indicators. It's going to be for the period of October. The previous 0.7%. So definitely keep an eye on it. Of course, for the jobless claims numbers, they can have an impact on it in the short term when the market opens tomorrow. So definitely keep an eye on it for that. And make sure you manage your risk. And if you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below. If you want to join the Discord chat or get 3 free stocks on Webull or support the channel on Patreon too, there's links available in the description box below. But catch you guys on tomorrow's video. Let's get it. Have a wonderful day.